So we're back here with episode number 3 of the Bravecast about Maconaquah's history.
Tell us more about Maconaquah history, Aiden.
So on July 1st, 1962, Maconaquah School Corporation was formed by consolidating 2 high schools, Clay and Bunker Hill, in the southern Miami County of Indiana.
Oh man, I thought Maconaquah was like that one school. That's the one school that's on base.
Yeah, the old one.
Yeah, I thought that was Maconaquah's old school.
I don't think it was.
Nope.
The Braves compete in the Three Rivers Conference.
Yes,
School
sir.
colors are red, white, and Columbia blue. And they offer baseball, basketball for boys and girls, cross country for boys and girls, football, golf for boys and girls, soccer for boys and girls, softball for girls, swimming for boys and girls, tennis for boys and girls, track for boys and girls, volleyball, and wrestling.
To be honest, I don't really understand what the difference is between blue and Columbia blue. Like, just call it light blue.
It's a light blue.
Yeah, like just call it light blue. But in football, actually, we did have some alumni, and we had a guy go to the NFL.
His name was Mike Otto.
Mike Otto, 2007 for
The Titans.
Titans.
Yeah.
What draft pick was he again? I think he might have been like the.
He was a later pick.
Yeah, he was a later pick. We also have a
Author.
few politicians,
Yeah, we have
2 actually,
Davis Smiley,
and we have Larissa Sweet.
who was a member of the Indiana House of Representatives.
Yeah, and Smiley was a author
Political communicator
and a talk show host.
Yep.
Kind of like us. We also offer, performing arts curriculum, a full performing arts curriculum, if we're being honest. We have music history and appreciation, music theory and composition, advanced concert band, advanced chorus, intermediate chorus, vocal jazz, theater arts, technical theater, and dance.
It's located at 256 East 800 South, just outside the city limits of Bunker Hill, Indiana.
It's kind of cool.
Yes.
The high school only offers, obviously, grades 9 through 12.
And
There
Pipe
are
Creek,
some-
we have Pipe Creek,
Yeah, we
that's
have
the
Pipe
lower
Creek.
grades, and then
Yeah.
there's the elementary, which is right next to it, and then middle school.
We also have, but there's some schools like Cass. I know they have from
they're-
8th grade to 12th.
Yeah, and they have middle school in theirs. In
Yeah,
their high
they
school.
have a weird building.
It's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
we have middle school.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of all I can guess.
And over the years, they added more and more stuff to the high
They
school.
did add more stuff. Like in
1976, the Fine Arts Wing was added,
yeah,
and auditorium.
in in 1973, the social study wing was added. I wonder if the old school, because you know how we construct these wings.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was just I wonder how that was. Yeah,
Because they added a lot since then.
they did. It looks.
And in
really nice.
2005, the scientific laboratories were updated and an additional lab was built.
We have a auditorium with 900 plus seats.
It's pretty old.
Pretty old. But is it out? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
old.
it's from
1976.
1976. Yep, yeah.
We probably should.
And the band room was added
try that
in.
again.
And, yeah.
We also had a green room, a black box theater, which was later converted into a television studio, which was back in spring of 1976, which has been a few years. It's been probably 40, 50 somewhat years,
Yeah.
maybe. We also have Powwow, which is a talent show thing for 3 nights.
We just had that recently.
We just had Powwow. I think that was only one night.
It's a one-night thing.
Yeah, now it is. There used to be 3
It
things.
used to be 3, but yeah.
We also have a really good swimming pool.
Yeah,
We
one
have
of the
the best
better in the
swimming-
conference.
Yeah, we have the best swimming pool in the conference, right?
Yep, we have a good football field too. Turf.
Yeah, we do.
And a track.
We have an amazing
We
track.
have an amazing track.
Yeah.
We have a good basketball gym.
We have 2 gyms, actually.
Yeah, we have 2 gyms, but our main court's really nice.
a main gym and the lower gym. We also offer, now, we offer pathways. We offer 13 different pathways, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
With that, we'll get the history from Canzero. On to you.
I'm Mrs. Carrie Catanzaro, and I teach U.S. history here at Maconaquah. I taught Spanish for 14 years. Then I went to the middle school for 10 years and taught social studies there. And then I'm back here now teaching U.S. history and other classes. So I've been here a total of 29 years. My Aunt Janet actually was in one of the first graduating classes to graduate from Maconaquah High School back in 1959. My mom was one of the last classes to graduate from Bunker Hill High School, which was in Bunker Hill. Maconaquah was made out of township schools. So there was Maconaquah that was built from Bunker Hill, Butler, Clay Township. At the same time, they were forming North Miami out of the township schools like Denver and Deedsville, and then Peru consolidated a couple of schools into their school as well. So I wasn't here for a lot of the changes, but when the school was originally built, none of these classes down by the auditorium in the area we call the outpost or the social studies performing arts wing, none of this was down here. It was just the original square around the library and the regular classes. And then in 1972, they built this end of the building, the same year I was born. So this end of the building down here by the auditorium is 52 years old. We've done things like take out the brown lockers and put in blue lockers. They've repainted classrooms. They've consolidated classrooms. My room used to be twice as big, and they put a wall in the middle of it back in the late 90s. We've added on the farm, so we have a barn now. We have the back 40, which has a fort and a historical village. We have the football stadium with turf. We've built on a softball field. We've redone the tennis courts. So we've made a lot of changes to Mechanical over the years. They also consolidated Randall Schools, which was on the Grissom Air Force Base, and they divided those between Pipe Creek and Mackell, and they brought Bunker Hill Elementary and made Mackell, so they totally remodeled Mackell. So we'll have to see. The newest change is going to be the preschool at Pipe Creek. So half of Pipe Creek will be preschool, kindergarten, first grade, the other half will be a daycare. So there could be a time, I don't know, in the future if they'll ever bring all the elementary schools to Mackell and they'll increase Mackell, or some schools like Peru get shut down the middle school and create a bigger high school. We definitely have room we could grow. I am a graduate of Lewis Cass. So we were arch enemies back in the day. I came to Mechanical to take my SAT, and I came to watch basketball games because your mascot was so much better than ours. We also were big enemies in band. I was in marching band, and we used to march against the Braves. It all goes back to when they were township schools and the rivalry between Miami County and Cass County. There's just always been a big rivalry. So I had Mike Otto as a freshman, sophomore, and junior back when I taught Spanish. There were 3 of them, and I called them the 3 trees. They were all really tall, like Mike. There was Mike Otto, and he was the big football player. And then in basketball, there also was Buddy Richardson and Corey Burns. And Corey was a shooter. He shot the 3. Buddy was just the guy who played the center, and he fouled a lot, but he was big and he could block. And then there was Mike, and Mike was, like in football, he was the tough guy. So they were in my Spanish 3 classes juniors, and I got to teach them, and it was exciting to see him go play football in college and then for pros. So it was pretty cool to have somebody that you taught that went on to play in the NFL. I'm waiting for somebody to leave Mechanical that I taught and get rich, and then come back and turn my classroom into like a Starbucks.
Okay.
That'd be great, but not so far. We'll see.